cold out. There it is. Welcome to Timberland Farms. My name's Anthony. Behind me is my 1968 Case 580CK backhoe. As you can see, it did not like this cold weather. It's currently about 26 degrees outside. It's been a little warm this afternoon compared to what we've had the last couple of days, so she's a little chilly. But I got this fired up so we can get a little present or a little goodie out of the barn behind me. I'm going to need to use the backhoe to drag that out of the barn. It's a little too big and too heavy for me to manage by hand. But I got the outrigger down, lifted that up so I can get the wheels spinning so then the transmission can warm up as well as the engine while we're getting things ready inside the barn. So right here we have a big concrete block and no way to move it. So I fired up the backhoe. Yeah. So we fired up the backhoe, Timber's getting his lovin's, and we're gonna drag this thing out of the barn here. So we're gonna have to hook a chain to this and drag it out of the barn. There's a doorway there. Vanessa's currently taking down the goat pasture that we have for spring and summertime. So I can fit the backhoe over there and grab hold of this and drag it out. Chickens are lively this morning. It's my little Chinese diesel heater. Got the cover on backwards. It's currently not working. I gotta look into that, see what's going on. We gotta take all this hay to the compost pile, but in the meantime it can get shoved off to the side here. Just like that, we have access. Hopefully we can manage to fit it through this doorway without too much fuss. I can't tell you how difficult this is standing up. I really wish that seat worked. And Clover's knocking the camera over. Oh man, we're not gonna make that. No way. Not in a million years. Yeah, we're about a foot short. So what I guess I'll do is I'll crawl the backhoe closer, use the hoe, drag myself closer, and stick the bucket right in the doorway. Oh, plenty. Make sure this guy is tight. Here it is in all of its glory, out of the barn. Now to show you guys what I'm actually going to use this for. Let's go put the backhoe in. Fine Saturday, I gave you not one cold start, but two. Let's see if the old 1968 Case 430 will fire up. It's got the same engine as the backhoe, but I think it's a little bit more tired. I don't think she's having it. I'm going to go ahead and take the battery charger I took off the backhoe and put that on this on the other side. Directly connect this to the starter. There's not enough room on the battery terminals. No, the battery's dead now. I don't know why I fight with batteries on this so much. I don't know if it's a Tractor Supply battery or what's going on with it. It is a new battery, and this is actually the second battery. This just does not start in the cold. Same engine, same starter as the backhoe. The backhoe, you heard that thing just crank, 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 and you could sit there and crank a while. Granted, that is a Group 31 big truck battery that I got to fit that thing, but it was a used battery. I didn't buy a brand new battery for the backhoe. I got a brand new battery for the tractor here, and I'm on the second one. Maybe I need to look somewhere else other than Tractor Supply for batteries. But while we're waiting for this to charge, I'll show you what's going on with this, why we're starting this. It is wintertime, and things get icy in the wintertime, and I use this tractor a lot in the winter for firewood. So to help combat the ice in the firewood yard, I figured put a ballast weight on the back of the tractor here. Well, You may ask why I have just a wood box full of concrete with the rebar sticking out the top. Well, I also wanted to be able to use the trailer mover to move the dump trailer around. It's a lot more nimble to use a tractor than it is to use the truck. It can hook right up to it. Don't even have to get up out of the truck in order to do so. It can stay on the tractor, just lift up on it. But that dump trailer gets heavy when it's full of wood. When it's got two full cord in it, the whole trailer is about 12,000 pounds. And I think the tongue weight is about max of what this thing can pick up. So I can't add any weight box on the back of the tractor here. So I can't add a weight box on the back of the tractor here with a receiver hitch off the back of that, because then that would be taking away from my 3-point hitch lift capacity. I think that the piston seals, or however this 3-point system works, the seals on that are going bad on that, because it likes to settle, and it likes to settle pretty quick. So factoring all of my terms and conditions and things I'm looking for in a weight box, I wanted something that's easily removable. I don't want to have to get up off the tractor. I want it to be there when I need it, but be out of the way when I don't need it. So I came up with that concrete block. Well, what's that have to do with 3-point bale spear? Well, 3-point bale spear, I'm missing one over here, but I have these two prongs sticking up. They keep the bale from rotating on your main spear. Well, I could take this spear out just by wiggling this guy here. Of course not today because it's frozen. If I just wiggle this guy and my bale spear comes off. I leave that here at the house when we go feed the horses. Just that easy. The bale spear comes off. I can leave these two prongs sticking on the bottom, and I can pick up that concrete weight box. I'm hoping that I've got my measurements right, and it backs right up to it and picks it up. Should be about 700 to 750 pounds. Then I got my trailer mover. The only downside to this is I wish the hitch was longer, so the trailer wouldn't interfere with these, but I could also cut these shorter so they don't interfere. So when I'm turning tight, these will hit the side of the trailer. But I probably should go find the other one. I just had that out last week. Well, I've had 2 battery chargers on this. Oh, this one quit working. I got 2 battery chargers on it. This one battery charger is saying that it's reading 14 volts. I don't know if I believe that or not. I don't know what's going on with this battery. Pull the battery charger off and put it back on again. It's still reading 14 volts. So I've had the block heater plugged in for about an hour. Let's see if it fires up this time. I think this battery is junk. Well, that's a little disheartening. The battery's not even a year old. I've gone through 2 batteries in less than a year. Let's see if this does anything better. This looks like a shinier bolt. Let's try you. And let's hook you onto you. So I use this tractor almost on a daily basis. And it's very frustrating when this thing does not start, which is almost all the time. Block heater plugged in. Give it a little bit of intake heater. It just does not have the juice to fire up. Well, jump pack did it like it's nobody's business, and that thing's got a tiny battery in it. Well, so we got a problem. These things sit up a little higher than the trailer ball mover, the receiver hitch. So that's not going to work the way I want it. Maybe if I flip it to the 2 5/16 ball, it'll clear. Let me also try pitching it down. Picked it up, but I can't use the 2-inch ball. Let's see if it's gonna fall off at least. So after looking at this, I was not planning for those black those black spikes to sit a little higher than the trailer ball, so it makes it a little difficult hooking onto it. And the ball is right up against the concrete, so, and I had to flip the ball. So maybe I'll weld on some more rebar and extend those loops a little bit taller, make it a little easier to back up under. Because eventually, ideally, I'd like to have this top link really short, so then it's angled back and wants to slide back towards the tractor. But there should be enough play for me to back under it, even though it's tipped back. Well, let's see how difficult it is to pull out of this. Yeah, this battery's not having fun. She did not like that. And you can see that the 3-point settled quite a bit. I mean, I could pull out of it pretty easy. Trailer ball hits it. So they gotta get the trailer ball on, then set it back down. They can hook onto it. And hopefully 700, 750 pounds is enough counterweight for that, whatchamacallit. Hopefully the 700 to 750 pounds is enough weight for a counterweight when I'm picking up those pallets with firewood stacked on them, those fire racks that we made. Those firewood racks that we made, so we can take the load of wood and we can dump it in the back of the dump trailer without having to spin too much, especially now that it's getting kind of slick out with the snow and ice. I mean, it's on there pretty solid, kick it around and everything. I don't think it's going to fall off. I wanted something that's easily removable so I can get it to this trailer ball, and I think this accomplishes it. You just have to add a little bit to the top here, have this attach a little bit higher, and have it hang down a little bit lower. So I was not accounting for the 2 or 3 inch drop right there. But it's starting to get a little dark out. It's starting to get really cold. I'm going to have to do something with the tractor battery. We'll stick this out in the wood yard tomorrow. It'll be a different video for you guys probably next week when we get in the wood yard next to test this thing out. But I appreciate you guys sticking around this long. If you could hit that thumbs up button, like this video, helps out the channel tremendously. Other than that, I hope to see you in the next video.